channel. So today, as you can probably tell by the outfit you saw in the little intro skit or whatever, I'm doing the Riddler for my burlesque Gotham villains series. I have my question mark staff, I did the mask, I got the pants, I got everything. So if you guys want to see how I did this look, then just keep watching. So I'm going to start with a little bit of the Conceal and Define Concealer as the primer for my eyes. Just going to dab a little bit of this on here. Putting a little bit more than normal just because I am a little tanner. I got some sun today, so I want to make sure that I am not too dark on my eyelids. That's going to affect the colors. I like to give it a nice neutral kind of as white as possible base as I can get. So I'm just going to tap this on. But yeah, so I took a little bit of a YouTube break. I haven't really taken one in a long time. So I thought I would take one. Doing the reading vlog and stuff I had a lot of fun with, but I just decided to kind of chill and wait till I felt inspired to film instead of obligated to film. I think that's something that a lot of small creators feel is an obligation, to be filming all the time and making content all the time. But that's not really good for you or the creative process, so took a little break. So now I'm trying to like figure this setup out still. I've only done 3 videos like this actually. I pre-filmed a Halloween video already, and I don't know how I feel about it yet. But I'm going to take this matte NYX shade. This is Ultraviolet on a fluffy brush. And we're going to start creating this dramatic purple eye look. I wanted to do the makeup purple because in all reality, the Riddler has, you know, the same colors as Joker. However, purple is definitely more of an accessory in the Riddler's look than Joker's, where it's like a main color. So we're gonna see what we can do. As you saw in the intro, I am making a mask out of paint, so I'm not gonna draw this out too far, but I wanna give it a unique shape. So I'm bringing the purple not only into the crease, but also down a little bit so it shades in the nose, kind of contours the side there. And then I'm gonna focus on going more straight out from the crease. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this shadow isn't the most highly pigmented. It's not one of the greatest. It's definitely stereotypical purple shade. However, we're gonna make it work, and for crease colors, it does. For the inner half of the lid, I'm gonna take this color from Showgirl, and it's gorgeous. It matches my nails really well, actually. This is called Elemental Chaos. I don't know if they still make this. I think it was a limited edition shade. I got it at like DragCon, so it has been a while since I shopped with Showgirl. I usually only shop them at conventions, but for no particular reason really. I just like seeing the stuff in person. But now I'm going to start pressing this shade on the inner half of the lid. It's just a gorgeous sparkly purple. And this is kind of monochromatic because it's fairly close to this crease color, but that shimmer and whatnot is just so pretty. It adds so much depth and dimension to it all. But we've done that color. I have 2 to choose from here. I'm trying to decide between this really, really deep purple, and I think this is a gray that I have here. Yeah, this kind of gray color. I think I'm gonna go with the matte dark purple. We're gonna do the same thing with the shadow. We're just gonna press it on to the outer half of the lid. And don't forget to follow your shape. So you wanna follow your winged out shape here. So I'm gonna draw the wing with the brush a little bit so that it meets the one with the crease, and then bring it back in just like you would with line. Grab the fluffy brush too and take it and just go along the edges here, kind of using circular motions with whatever product's left so that it truly blends it all up. So I did go ahead and do my liner. It's just a really thick wing, and I just followed the, you know, kind of template I had laid out with the shadow. So we're gonna throw on some mascara now. I really love this Lights Camera Lashes mascara. I would never pay for it because it is expensive, but it's from Tarte and I really like it. I see why a lot of people use it a lot, but this is the birthday one that you get from Ulta for free. So I'm hoping maybe this year that it'll be the same. I don't know how often they rotate their birthday freebies, but hopefully they'll still have this. Or maybe I'll save up my points and get it. Now I'm going to put on some lashes. I think I am going to use the unique ones. These are the 859s from Ardell. They came in this pack right here. They're the middle ones. They're kind of fanned out and they're not too thick. They are 3D foam ink. So they're 3D foam ink 859s if you like the way this style looks, but I need to grab some scissors. So I'm going to pop those on and then I'll be right back to continue with this look. Here are the lashes. They're very big and very dramatic. So let's move on to the brows. Since I am wearing a red wig because Riddler is a ginger, at least the version I'm talking about, I'm gonna use my Caramel Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder on an angled brush. And we're gonna just start filling our brows in. I'm just pushing the product up. I'm not really making hair-like strokes because I want this to be more about the pigment changing the color of the brows. So I'm just going from the bottom of my brow and then pushing up, and then you can kind of make a line if there's little spots that don't look quite right. Kind of fill in the gaps. And then for the tail, you can just fill it in however you wish. Time for foundation. I'm going with the Super Stay today, which apparently they're discontinuing this or changing the formula to like a 30-hour formula. I don't know that really, like the 6 extra hours, because this is supposed to be up to 24 hours of wear. I don't think 30 hours is necessary. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But I'm just taking my beauty blender. We're gonna blend this out. This is the perfect breathable coverage, and I'm afraid that the new formula will make it too heavy. But we will see. This stuff doesn't oxidize too much either. It's definitely more yellow than some of my other ones, but I kind of like it for summertime. Concealer time. I'm going to use the Pretty Fresh concealer from ColourPop. This is my favorite one currently. I'm just going to do a little under the eye. Don't need too much. A little bit on the tip of the nose because the mask is going to cover the bridge. I like to do my Cupid's bow personally, and my chin. So now we just blend those out. Kind of start our contouring process. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm going in with Midnight from ColourPop. It's a Super Shock shadow. I don't even know that they make this color anymore. Not gonna lie, it's old. I'm taking a flat brush and I'm just pressing this on the lower lash line. So I'm just tapping it on. It's a really pretty, like, dark, sparkly shade. It's somewhere between like a mossy green and black. So I'm actually going to start contouring and stuff now, because when I put the mask on, I'm going to want it to look like it's over top of everything. I don't want my highlight and everything on top of the paint. So I'm going into this e.l.f. quad, and I'm going into the second darkest shade and this contouring brush, and we're gonna draw some triangles kind of. So, well, half triangle. So you want to draw like an angle. Like I'm making this really sharp. And then I'm going to do it on the forehead as well. I'm going to go down and square it off kind of. Down into the temple. And then start blending. I go up and down first with my hairline so that it gets all the way in there. And then with the cheeks, I blend down. Just kind of filling in those hollows. Now I'm going to take this kind of bronzing brick, like quad thing that I have, and I'm taking all the lighter colors. We're just going to use that as blush, and I'm sweeping it back so that it continues working with our contour. This is also shimmery, so you can kind of use it. It's like a bronzy glow kind of thing. So now that we've done that, I'm going to do the lips real quick. I'm using this Colored Rain liquid lip in Roulette. It's like this deep purple. Now I'm going to take some water activated paint, and obviously it's going to be green to match the costume. And we're just going to paint on a little mask here. So I want to make sure I get lots of paint on the brush. Fill up both sides of your paintbrush, like go side to side in your actual paint pot, because otherwise your paint can get streaky. So I'm just going to kind of, it's not going to be very big, but I want it to go just over the brow and around on the side like that. Then it'll go down, around, and up to the nose. So kind of like that on both sides. So this is just the first side, obviously. Kind of around here. You want it to come all the way in like that. So just make sure it comes right along the eye. Kind of fill this in a little bit more. So I ended up going over my brows and coming right up to the highlight on the eyeshadow because it just looked weird without having the brows covered. So if you want, you can glue them down, but I don't think it would have made much difference for this. But now I'm going to add some little question marks onto our mask because it's the Riddler. And they don't have to be perfect. I'm using eyeliner to do this, by the way. But you know, they can be like different angles. Some big, some small. Whatever you want to do to make it fit the style you want. So this is the wig I'm wearing with this. It is my big, long, red, like gingery wig. If you guys like this video, let me know down below. I have more in this like Gotham City Showgirl series, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I really like this one. I think it turned out good. It's definitely more towards the classic look of the villain, just with like the fancy costume. Plus I got this, so I love it. I think it turned out really good, and if you guys think so too, leave me a like, and I will see you guys in the next one.